particularly interested in your sneakers. You sold out in New York, and
yes.
I mean that's totally amazing. First of all, how were you able to totally sell out in New York?
Yeah.
How was the marketing strategy, the promotion? How did you do it?
Well, first of all, it's about being authentic, and our sneakers is not just, so many people are making sneakers. So what separates Tribasa from, you know, the giants, the sneaker giants, is the concept of carrying your village with you. I got a local artist to create a painting of an African village because I wanted to tell the story of where I come from. Every single person in Africa comes from a village somewhere, you know, and I wanted people to have that sense of belonging, that I'm carrying this with me. So we have a painting of the village. This is the first of its kind. There's no sneaker that has ever been made on earth
that has a village in there.
Exactly, a painting, an authentic painting of the village in there. So that was my market point. I spoke about the feet of the young child running around, playing ampe, or walking for miles to go get water. The feet of the father going to the farm to feed his family. The feet of the mother cooking, putting her, you know, we put our feet on the stencils when we're doing. All that is within the picture, and that's what inspired the creation of a sneaker line. You know, these people have worked so hard. The village of Africa has been misrepresented because it's not just poverty in that village. There are big dreams in that village. There are people who have worked and created presidents. Presidents have come out of villages. So the whole sneaker idea was inspired by the feet of all these people, yes, who did not necessarily have access to this type of footwear, but their lifestyle and their resilience has inspired something this beautiful.
Is there a quota? Is there something you're taking back to that village, or you know?
Yes.
Are you going to give them something?
Yes. So we have developed a program, and I'm working with my local Italian artisans because the whole idea of Tribasa is our culture, our way. And people say, why did you choose Italy to make shoes?
Exactly.
Because Italy is the shoe capital of the world, and we wanted a certain type of quality of shoes. So we have actually selected a few artisans, shoemakers in Ghana. We're still going through the process, who are going to be sponsored to go to Italy and study shoemaking.
Wow.
Yeah, so that in the future we do everything from
here.
here. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how's the process like? I mean, I'm sure if a shoemaker is watching and he is interested, oh, I really want to be on board.
Yes.
What do I have to do? What do I need to have to, you know, qualify to be part of the team?
Well, you already have to have an existing shoe business. I've actually spoken to a few who started from scratch. They don't have any equipment. They literally make the shoes with their hands.
Wow.
They just need access to quality material and some type of funding. So on our social media pages, when we are ready and complete with the whole package, we will be letting people know. Yes. So it's at Tribasa International on Instagram and all other social media platforms.
We'll talk about how ordinary Ghanaian can purchase the sneakers.
Yes.
But right now, we're talking about global marketing. How, in your opinion, how can one enter that global market? What do you have to do as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a producer? What do you have to do to make that product stand out and, of course, be able to enter that global market?
Well, we have so many people creating, so the attention span of our consumers fluctuates rapidly. I would say by being authentic, you know, by being original. When you create something that's original, the chances of people wanting it are higher because it's not out there. For instance, our sneakers, people make sneakers, but what's going to set us apart? So by being authentic and also by identifying the gap, a gap around the need, you know, and providing services for it.
Providing services for it.
For that gap.
For that gap.
Around a need.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think, are you guys on our page, on the same page? I hope we're on the same page. So, you know, there are three marketing orientations people use. There's the marketing, there's the sale, and then there's the product.
Yes.
You know, as the CEO of Tribasa, combining these three orientations, how's it like for you? How do you do it?
Well, you know, you need to, first of all, Tribasa has a team of people. I don't do it all on my own. This is something that we've been working on for quite a while. And it has a team of professionals, marketing professionals, designers, and so on. So bottom line is we study the market and our kente stores. If you realize that everything that is created in Tribasa or for Tribasa is unique to Tribasa. You can't Google kente mantles out there and see. The only picture that will come up is us until others start to follow. But yeah, we study the market, we identify that gap, and also what comes naturally to us is our culture. So we need to put that forward. The African culture is so diverse, it's so colorful, it's so vibrant. So yes, we study the market and we incorporate demands. You know, what is trending now? What is our target market? How do we want to be perceived? You know, so all those things are into consideration.
For you, how important is cultural differentiation in making your product stand out on the global market?
Well, it's very important because, first of all, that's what comes to me naturally. I cannot do basketball better than an American, you know, but I know a few people who can do football better than what they call soccer, you know, so why not focus on what comes to me naturally? It's just creating and being who I am. So
now, Tribasa, you've launched it. How is it going for you? Have you had any sales online? How's the sales going to be? Are they strictly online sales, or you know, you have a pop-up store? How is Tribasa going to run?
Well, we're going to be very busy this December. We have a lot of pop-ups, and like I said, you have to keep, you know, please follow us on our social media pages. We're looking at other ways to also get the information out there. We're going to have a lot of pop-ups, and we also have a website. Right now, the website is undergoing some changes to incorporate local purchases, because before we started off in New York, so we kind of just were restricted to that because of the concept of Africa to the world. But after the launch here, the reception was so beautiful that we want to be able to incorporate more countries from Africa, because this is where the whole idea was birthed.
Right.
So yes, online, we will announce the website. Yes, it's an e-commerce website.
Beautiful.
We also we sell in Italy. Our artisans there also sell some for us.
Wow.
And we're working on getting, you know, little placements here, there in the United States of America also.
Irene, you're talking about Tribasa. It sounds so beautiful and it looks so unique and so precious. But I don't think you woke up one morning and said, bam, that is Tribasa. Irene, I mean, I am always online. I always read what people say. And you have been through a lot. The transition has been amazing. Now it's beautiful. You know, now you're a butterfly. It's so, Irene the singer, Irene the CEO, how is it transitioning for you? The mindset, making up your mind to start Tribasa.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's been such an intense journey for me because most of the things that I was experiencing were public. And unfortunately, a lot of the public didn't have first-hand knowledge to my mind and how it was working and what I was doing. So I was judged a lot. I was misrepresented a lot. I wouldn't blame anybody for that. I also had a role to play in it because I was also, you know, discovering who I really was and understanding how I wanted to be represented. And but one thing I knew was I did not just want to be Irene Logan, the singer. I wanted to be so much more. I wanted to be a global influencer, a trailblazer, a pioneer. And, you know, pioneering is not just creating something random. Because we carry the responsibility of creating, making history and the demands of the future. I wanted to be a part of something bigger, that type of story. So, you know, the cracks here and there, from being tagged as dead career to the girl who can't say anything. If I made any comments, oh, you're dead career, keep quiet. You know, those things were also very necessary.
How did that affect you in any way?
It did, definitely. There was a time where it hurt, because I felt like, you know, there's so much more to life than being put in this box where you are not allowed to escape out of. Is either, and especially being a girl who started from a singing competition, I realized that people were emotionally invested because people use their monies to vote. So it's like they're expecting from you, and when their expectations are not met, they become a bit sensitive. So, and also I also paired with Jane to do an album. And for some reason, that tag was always there.
Irene and Jane.
You know, yeah, it's like, oh, she's doing so much better than you. The comparisons were always there. But I will say one thing to you, Jackie. When I got to the point in my life where I realized that I needed to mute the noise around me and listen more to my inner voice, you know, that was such, I have goosebumps talking about it, because for me, that was a turning point in my life. And I always give credit to God, because it was going through those things that separated me onto him. He gave me a comfort. And within that comfort, he ignited all the creative juices within me. So I had time, in my time of being ridiculed, in my time of being shamed, in my time of being shut down, I had time alone to, you know, go through the breaking downs and rebuilding. So it was very necessary for me, and I'm grateful.
Let me ask you a question. I don't know if you've been asked already, or I don't know if it's too personal, but did you deliberately stop singing?
I didn't. You know, I was going through the motions, and like I said, I was trying to figure things out myself. You know, people could present beautiful things. Oh, I'm rebranding, or I'm doing, oh, please, there was no rebranding going on. I was as confused as people thought I was. And also, my line of music, I'm a very spiritual person, and from the way I was brought up to the woman I'm becoming, I just could not fit into certain ideologies of what an artist is expected to do. So those things also held me back a lot. So yeah, I was very confused. I never ever really stopped singing. I always sang, whether it was worship every morning, or it was in church, or it was at my friend's birthday party, because it got to a point, only friends and family
were calling
me for a program.
So, as well.
It's, oh, Charlie. Yeah.
But Irene, are we going to have an album from you right now that Tribasa has kicked off and you're enjoying your new baby?
Yes. I mean, music is who I am, and it's very much part of my purpose. So I am actually working on an album right now. It's not what people are expecting, you know, it's completely different. But this time I'm doing it God's way.
This time she's doing it God's way. Congratulations to you, Irene.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
happy for you, and I know Tribasa will do well.
Thank you.
But before we go, your words to young artists a bit confused in the industry, don't know what to do, following the trend, that's not their style, they're confused, they don't know what to do. Female artists especially.
Which camera do I look into? Because I want to look at them.
Camera.
Yes, you know, it's very difficult, I know. And I know that it's more difficult because you have to have a posture of everything is okay. Stay true to yourself. Don't allow, because the truth is the crowd's cheering never lasts forever. I don't care, from Michael Jackson to whoever, it fades at a point. What stays is who you truly are. So find that person and do not allow, especially this thing I'm so passionate about, pitching young women against each other under the guise of trending or under the guise of creating news. Trust me, it is not worth it. We are stronger together than apart. So reach out to someone, please. Be nice and respectful to people who have been there before you. You never know, there might be something you can learn. And I love you guys so much. You can reach out to me. I already talked to a few of the artists. You know, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm open to sharing my story and giving any little advice that I can. But so far, you guys are doing amazing. There's some amazing talents out there.
Who's your favorite?
I can't say favorite right now, but Wiala has always and will always be my number one,
girl.
because she's so authentic. I also like Sina Soul.
Yeah. Sina is like you.
I think people say that. People say that. But I think Sina is also still discovering herself because she has so much potential.
Beautiful. Irene Logan, thank you so much for coming. I've sat down with Irene Logan, CEO of Tribasa, singer and songwriter. You can follow her, Irene Logan, or follow her page at Tribasa International. It's very, very important. And as a young person, I'm sure you'll be thinking